What do we got here?
A Kentucky long rifle.
All right. There's a really big market for Kentucky long rifles. They are straight up Americana. They actually shot it with it against their arm like this. Because if you shot this thing into your shoulder, you'd be in the emergency room like 15 minutes later.
I came into the pawn shop today to sell my Kentucky long rifle. It's not something that I want to shoot every day, so I'm going to sell it. Probably the least I would take would be $550, $600.
This is definitely an 1800s Kentucky long rifle. Daniel Boone was famous for using one of these. This was used for hunting, okay?
Right.
On the battlefield, on the front lines, this is not what you wanted to have. This is what the sharpshooters had hiding in the trees. As far as guns go, Kentucky long rifles were some of the most accurate guns of their day. The story goes that Daniel Boone picked off a redcoat from over 250 yards with one of these guns. Now, the thing's definitely been worked on more than once. We have modern screws right here holding it in. This trigger mechanism, it's not original either, because if you look underneath, you can see where the original carvings for it in the wood don't match up. Does it work?
Yes, it does. You pull the rear trigger back, and then that enables the front trigger.
That is a hair trigger. What you do have going for you, though, is this. The great thing about this sight was you could adjust for elevation. If it was all the way at the bottom, that was 50 yards. Turned around one time, that was 75. Once you got used to your sight, it just made it that much more accurate. They stopped making these, I think, in right around 1905, and they're really collectible. A sight like this lets you adjust for range, which makes it a lot easier to aim. When you rely on your rifle for your next meal, it's the difference between life and death. And how much were you looking to get out of it?
$750.
You know, I would jump right on it if it had the original trigger guard. If it was in better shape, I'd go a lot more. I mean, I've seen these things go for $20,000. It's just rough. 500 bucks?
About $650. That includes the $200 peep sight.
I'll tell you what, I'll go 600 bucks on it.
I'll take 600.
Okay. I'll meet you right over there. We'll write it up. This thing is awesome, and now I can't wait to take it out to the range. I recently bought a Kentucky long rifle, and me and Chum are out here at the range. We're gonna try and shoot something at 200 yards. Whoever loses wears a coonskin cap.
Man, I sure wish Corey was here. He would really enjoy this.
I guess he's got other things on his mind at the moment. I'll deal with Corey, all right?
Okay.
You see the orange thing down there? That's 200 yards. So if I hit that target out there, you're gonna wear the coonskin cap for the day, right?
I'm Chum Boone, so you're gonna be wearing the coonskin hat. You know, I've proven myself so many times to Rick when it comes to shooting. I can't believe that he still wants to make bets with me. I mean, you think he'd learn his lesson by now.
All right, Chum. You ready to wear a coonskin hat?
Go ahead, make my day.
Here we go.
Oh! I think you hit the wall about 10 feet to the left.
Anyone who shot anything at 250 yards with this thing, I'm impressed with. If you make this shot from 200 yards, I will wear a coonskin cap for a week. Even with your luck, you cannot hit this.
Watch and learn. Woo! I didn't hit it, but that was pretty badass. I'll tell you what, I got an idea. I'll move up 100 yards, take one shot. If I hit it, you got the coon hat for a day. And if I miss it, I gotta wear the coon hat for a day.
I'm fine, because there's no way you can hit it with this thing.
All right.
It just doesn't shoot straight.
Load it up, and I'll take a walk. The gun shoot's fairly good. It's a little heavy, and it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's gonna be the first time in a long time he's had hair.
There's no way you can hit this.
Yeah, whatever. I just can't wait to see you in a Davy Crockett hat.
You cannot get lucky this many times in a row, Chum.
Yeah, I can. I'm Chum Boone. Yeah.
This is bull. Nobody is that lucky. Do you have someone sitting on a hill somewhere?
You're right, no one's that lucky, but I'm that good. I'm just a top shooter. Top of the pawn shop, that's for sure.
No, you're not.
I know the sporting goods store on the way to the shop. They sell nice coon hats. I can't wait to see Rick in his coonskin hat. He's gonna look like he has a little rat tail hanging off. It's gonna look like hair.
Corey's really been leaning on me and the old man to make him a partner in the shop. I've given it a lot of thought, and I figured out what we have to do to move on. Well, son, I considered your offer. I've decided I will give you a raise and 5% of the company.
What happened to the 10?
We'll talk about more stock in a few years, but 5% is what I'm gonna do. It's a lot of damn money. So what do you say?
All right, man.
All right.
Deal.
So all's good in the world?
All's good in the world. I'll be around for a while.
You better be, Corey. Right now, get your ass back to work.
We're partners now. Don't talk to me like that. You should get your ass back to work.
Damn it!
Well, I didn't get the 10% I wanted. At least I got the partnership that I deserve for all the hard work I put into the shop.
Got some bad news for you, chum.
What?
Corey's gonna be around for a while.
Oh, that's good. Remember that bet? Here's the hat.
Damn, you had to give me 5% of the business and you got to wear the hat? It's a day, bud.
I look like Daniel Boone is what I look like.
You look more like Fred Flintstone, son.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Got this old light here. It's kind of cool looking. And
Where'd you come across that at?
Gotham, it's obviously the bat signal.
definitely big enough, huh?
This thing is awesome.
I decided to come into the pawn shop today to sell my antique light. It seems pretty unique type of a light that I think I can get a few dollars for.
So where'd you get this at?
Cleaned out my grandparents' basement. They passed away. Ran across this and figured, yeah, it's kind of cool looking. Maybe I can get some money out of it. It's kind of be old. It's all brass, I believe, or copper, because it's turning green.
From the style of it, I mean, it looks like the 1930s, maybe. You know, they use them to light up buildings. As a matter of fact, have you ever seen the movie King Kong where they're using the lights to shine up at them?
Oh, yeah, I remember
That's
that.
the same style of light they used in that. This light looks like it came right off an early 1900s Hollywood movie set. And anything associated with the golden age of Hollywood is extremely collectible. How old it is, it looks like it's in great condition. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's in pretty good shape.
if we plugged it in, you think it would work?
I've never plugged it in. Should we give it a shot?
Yeah, let's plug it in, give it a shot. It's a rule here in the shop that we've got to see something work before we buy it. But this thing's so old, it might just blow a fuse.
Ta-da.
It's actually pretty nice.
Well, it's got to be worth more now that you see it's working, huh?
Not likely. Do you want to pawn it or sell it?
Well, I'd like to, sell it.
And what are you looking to get out of it, boss?
Well, I'd start at like, I think $500,
You're a little out of my league there, man.
$475.
I'll give you $100 for it, man.
Oh, how about
I mean, realistically, man, I mean, it lights up, but no one's gonna use this on a film set.
$250?
About $150.
How about $175.50?
Deal.
All right.
Chum, you wanna write them up?
Sure.
So what kind of dog are
Bree?
you guys gonna get?
Labradoodle dogs.
Labradoodle dogs?
Rick, what are you doing here? How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you.
I'm up here at the Flamingo Hotel in the Las Vegas Strip. Marie Osmond is a friend of mine. She's been asking me for years to see her show. And apparently her hair and makeup person who's got a really cool old Barbie doll. So maybe I can make a deal and actually see the show. You've been here 9 years and I haven't seen your show,
And you live here, Rick. What is this about?
No excuse.
I know. I mean, I keep on telling you I will, and I'm here.
I know, is that crazy? 9 years. Yeah. Well, Caesar asked if I wanted to work for another year. We just finished our 8th, and I said no. But I said it in German, 9. So here we go. This is Kim Goodwin.
How's it going?
Hey, nice
Kim
to
does
meet
my
you.
hair and makeup. Can you do something for him?
Sure.
Nothing. There's nothing that can be done.
A hairpiece we can put on you.
This is what 6 children will do to you.
Give me 2 seconds. I have to just go check with my dancers really quick. Hey, tell him about your dolls. He has awesome dolls. Hold on.
Is that a 1959 #1 Barbie?
That's #1.
That is a ponytail Barbie.
Here, I'll bring it here so you can look at it much closer.
Is that the original box?
That's the original box, and it's signed by Ruth Handler, the creator of Barbie.
That's pretty amazing. Where did you get that?
I just appeared at my doorstep one day. I like to scour antique stores, and I found one that had a #1 Barbie. But once you get it, then you're okay to get rid of it. It's really strange. I'm gonna try to shoot for higher, of course, but 5,000 is the lowest I'll go.
I have never had a #1 Barbie.
Oh, you haven't?
I've had some early Barbies, but I've never had this one.
She has reproduction shoes on her because the original black one stained the feet. And it has everything. It has the original glasses and original booklet. This is a reproduction stand. But
Okay, these are like incredibly rare. This is like one of the holy grails, like, you know, toy collecting. It really is.
Well, yeah, it's a work of art. And the clothes were amazing. They were like couture humans clothes, but shrunk down. The quality was amazing.
So I know the lady who designed it, she named...
Her daughter was named Barbie.
And her son was named Ken, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where they came up with those names. When she came out, she didn't have any friends, right?
No, she was like a loner. And then they gave her a best friend named Midge. And then they came out with Ken. And then they came out with Alan. I think that was Ken's boyfriend, but they just tried to say that it was Midge's boyfriend.
Barbie was really, really iconic. I mean, the thing is, this was like literally one of the very first toys for girls that wasn't a baby doll to teach you how to be a mom.
Exactly, because there were baby dolls before that.
This was something to play with, and when you grow up, you're gonna go to college, you get out of college, you're gonna have a career. So I think that part of it was really cool.
Yeah, but I wouldn't give that to my child. Back then, if you blew her up to human size, you know how weird she would look?
Oh, I don't
Why
know.
do you want it so bad?
I want to sell it and make money. How much you want for it?
10 grand.
Okay, there's 100 fakes for every real one. The show doesn't start for a while. Do you mind if I call my toy guy?
That's fine.
I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Typical me. If I can see a show and make some money at the same time, why not?
Hi, Kim.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know Kim?
Yeah, Kim actually has bought a few Barbies from us.
Did he get this one from you?
No, he's been cheating on me. Apparently.
So it's 1959 ponytail Barbie.
I, myself, have only ever had a couple of these. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, you can look at it and examine.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Barbie was a fashion doll. She was made for kids, but in reality, she was made to kind of indicate to a young girl that there was style and fashion out there. It really came out of nowhere. You know, when they came out in Toy Fair in 1959, people were kind of like, what are you gonna do with that? And they took off like wildfire. You know, there was over, 250,000 of these made, and a small fraction of those exist today. So what are your concerns with this doll, Rick?
Well, first off, is it real? I know just enough to get me in trouble and buy a fake, so that's why I called you in.
Yeah, there's a few indications on how to tell. One, the torso is hard, solid core throughout. The smell. She should actually smell like crayon. You want to try it?
Come on, smell it.
Looking at the iris of the eyes and seeing the actual white irises is very important because it was only the #1 that would have had that.
So, is it real?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a #1 ponytail Barbie here, and it's pretty impressive.
Okay, that's cool. So what do you think it's worth?
There's a lot of really nice elements here. But this stand actually looks to be reproduction, which does affect the value a little bit. But you have the box, all the original accessories.
And this is actually signed by Ruth Handler.
That's a really interesting thing, too. I've seen Ruth Handler's autograph. I can't authenticate the autograph for you, but I can tell you it looks very consistent. It's a very nice piece. I think that you have no problem whatsoever getting somewhere between, $7,500 and $8,000 for this doll.
Yeah, right on.
Thanks, Rick. Just pieces of this people would add to their collection. It's amazing. It's definitely the staple for any Barbie collector.
What's your best price for it?
Well, 8,000.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense for me because I'm gonna resell it. So I'll give you 4,500.
No. 7,000?
You take 5 grand?
No. 6,000?
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll give you 5,500. I mean, I'm not gonna get rich off you, but I can make some. Sweet! My daughters are gonna be so jealous. The Barbie doll is pretty awesome, but right now I have to get out of here because if I'm not sitting in the audience of the very expensive tickets that Marie gave me, I imagine she's gonna be pretty mad.
Earlier, I got a call from a gun dealer I know in Utah. Last time Sean and I went to a shop, we checked out a genuine Gatling gun that he actually let us fire. He won't tell me what he's got this time, but he says it's big and loud and is definitely worth the trip. So what are you hiding underneath this thing?
Well, let's take a look.
Oh my God.
It's the Hotchkiss 37 millimeter revolving cannon.
You got your own private army or something?
Every home should have one. This gun was in the back room because it's so big, I didn't have room for it to put it out in the store's display area. It's a Hotchkiss revolving cannon. It's just so strong and powerful looking.
So it's sort of like a Gatling gun cannon.
It is.
On steroids.
It is.
I mean, I think of Hotchkiss as a single barrel. This is not your average Hotchkiss.
This come out after the Civil War, 1876. They made quite a few of them, maybe even 250 of them to the American government. It probably got its most fame in the Spanish-American War. It pretty well helped take out the Spanish Navy. A lot of them just got ate up from the salt water. They just tipped them over the boats and let them go down to the bottom of the ocean. This one obviously is in pristine condition.
A 5-barrel revolving cannon, that directly correlates to the Gatling gun. It's the same principle, a hand crank, multiple barrels. But you're talking about a barrel that's got a mouth on it this big around. Come on, this is incredible.
We have ammo for it.
Oh, man.
That shoots a 1-pound projectile and it shoots 2,500 yards, 1.5 miles.
Talk about reach out and touch somebody.
So 1 crank, 1 round.
1 crank, 1 round. You feed the cartridges in here, it'll hold 5.
Okay, so someone could just stand at the side and keep on loading and you could just keep on cranking.
Yep.
This thing is amazing. It basically changed the way wars were fought. You couldn't line up on a battlefield and fight each other in Napoleonic style. You would get slaughtered that way. So how much were you looking to get out of it?
Everything's for sale for the right price.
Okay, and what is that price?
Well, this would have to be $75,000.
At $75,000, this Hotchkiss is pretty pricey. But hey, last time I came out here, I couldn't make a deal on the Gatling gun, and I bought a Sharps rifle instead. This time, I ain't settling for a rifle.
So you're gonna let us take it out and test it out?
If you're serious buyers, we'll take it out and shoot it. We love to shoot them.
Okay, we'll meet you at the range.
Fantastic. Really appreciate it.
That's cool.
Man, this is gonna be the best range day ever. So downrange, we have a bunch of barrels filled with water as your target. And then beyond that is the grand finale, the last target. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen, but hold on to your hat. This gun was designed to inflict major damage. You wouldn't want to be in the front of this thing. Okay, Rick, it's during the Spanish-American War. Spanish ship is coming close, about 75 yards downrange. You got 5 shots. Okay, this is it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So the last barrel is going to be the grand finale. This is an impact target. So in other words, a projectile has to hit this element to make it explode. The last time I came here, you saw the exploding target for the Sharps carbine. That was 2.5 pounds of explosives. This is going to be 20 pounds. This is going to be incredible. Oh, yeah! Yahoo! Nice!
When I hit that target, my God, I did not expect that. This thing is awesome. For something built back in the 1870s, it really packs a punch. If I can work out a decent price, you're damn right, I'm gonna buy it. So realistically, what are you looking to get out of this thing?
The cannon's got to be $75,000. It's one of those things you just don't ever find. It's an opportunity to buy a piece of history.
I'll give you 40 grand for it.
75,000's a bargain on this.
Will you take 45 grand for it? Cash right now. Not an easy sell.
You have to find that one person.
No question
And they're getting
about
harder and harder to find.
it. No question about it. That's a serious offer. I think I got to hold off, though.
Okay, if you change your mind, give me a call, but the offer stands for now.
Fair enough.
I can't believe I drove all the way from Vegas to Utah and this guy won't budge on his price. It was really awesome to shoot it, but I was really disappointed having to walk away empty-handed.
This is what I called you about.
All right, it's a Buick Regal with a paint job.
This thing is awesome.
The Regal, when you hit the block, man, you're it.
I want to hit the block today.
I came down to the pawn shop today to sell my 86 Buick Regal. I got 7 cars right now, so I just need to make this space. I'm trying to get like 2,500 just so I don't get hit over the head, but I might walk off with like 2,000. I'm not too worried about it.
So what can you tell me about it, man?
This is American luxury right here. I changed out the seats, the steering wheel, the stereo. Then we did the paint, put these traditional lowrider patterns on it. I changed the rims. It used to have a V6 in it. I swapped it out, put the V8. It's a 305. Everything you can pretty much do to it is pretty much done.
I think I might be in love.
You know, you're supposed to pretend like you don't like it when you're buying it.
You know what?
For some reason, older Buick Regals are cars people just love to customize. They put a big chunk of money into pricey wheels and custom paint jobs, but it really doesn't up the value of the car at all.
You gotta come check out the interior. The interior is where it's at, man, because you're inside the car. That's what you want to look at.
Those pillow seats inside?
Yeah, you know, we go way back with pillowbacks and Cadillacs, so we took the Cadillac seats out and put them in the Regal.
That's sweet.
Pretty cool.
Now, you're a good salesman, man, but what do you want for the car?
Give me $2,500, man.
It's hard for me to tell you this, man, because I know you put $10,000 into this car at least. But realistically, I'm seeing a $1,000 car here.
My tires are worth $1,000. You're crazy, dude.
I'll go up to 12.
I won't. So come on, man. We gotta work this out. You gotta meet me at like 2,000 or something.
At the end of the day, we got one of the most common cars that GM ever built. It's cool that you made the car what you wanted, but I gotta make money off of, and I'm not seeing dollars here. I can do 1,500. I can't go no more.
Can't do it, man. 1,500 is not where we're at on this car. Can't happen like that.
I just can't do it, man. Thanks for coming down. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
No. It's $500.
You got $2 grand to pay the man, pay him. I ain't doing it. You want to buy yourself a car? I'll tell you right now, $2,000, if you like the car, it's not a bad deal. You ain't gonna make any money off it. Oh man, here we go again. Chum always falls in love with stuff that comes in the shop. But as long as he doesn't pay more than about $2 grand, he's getting a good deal.
Shit starts up, it's a deal.
All right, let's see.
Pop that hood.
I hope it starts, homie.
We got a deal.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know, it's not what I wanted, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. He's happy. I'm happy.
Let me get my keys. Yeah. We got some big plans for this. It's gonna be awesome, guys.
Earlier, Chum bought an 86 Buick Regal for $2 grand. He had the count do some custom work on it, but he won't tell us what it is. He said we'd have to see it for ourselves.
Chum, if you drug me out here for nothing, I'm gonna kick you in the ass.
You think I would drag all of you out of the pawn shop if I wasn't gonna show you something amazing? Need I say anything
Let's
else?
see the damn thing.
All right, I'm excited. Yeah! Look at that. Yeah, I knew you guys would be excited.
It's a damn Buick Regal.
I like it. She looks great.
She came out wonderful.
Well, it doesn't look like anything was done to it. Danny, what'd he pay?
Well, between parts and labor, you're probably about $3 grand in it.
Sweet.
Something like that, yeah, absolutely.
Where did the $3 grand go? You spent more on it than you paid for it, and I can't tell, well, what'd you do to it?
Let me just show you guys. Ooh, yeah. You ready?
was the most stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
All right, now here's a special treat for you, old man.
Oh my God.
I told you guys you would like it.
So what did you do to it?
He juiced it up.
Chumley's car is what they call juiced, and that's when you're running all the hydraulic fluid and all the pumps and everything in it so that he can flip those switches and make the car bounce around. You look good in there, Chumley.
See you later, Pops.
Don't see you later. I need to ride back to the shop.
See you guys later. I got the old man.
Chumley, you hit those hydraulics, I will kill you.
When Chumley bought this car, he was right on the mark. He got the right car. He got the old Regal because Regals are great for that. I mean, it's not like the kind of car you want to restore. It's the kind of car you want to have fun with. The best way to have fun with a Regal, make it a lowrider.
I just need to do this last thing, boss, so we can drive properly.
Damn it, Chumley.
Hold on, I just want to show you the full potential of the vehicle. Yeah, let's get out of here, boss.
Let's go.
I'm gonna put some music on, boss.
No, you ain't.
What do you want to
either.
listen to?
Get it back on the ground and take me home.
What do you got?
What I have here is Colonel Sanders' suit.
Colonel Sanders' suit.
Colonel Sanders' suit.
It's gotta be. It smells like chicken.
I came to the pawn shop today to see if I could sell Colonel Sanders' suit. I got this suit when I purchased a house which was owned by Colonel Sanders, and I bought the contents of the house, which had some furniture as well as his suit. I'm hoping to sell this for between $40,000 and $50,000. When he sold the company in 1964, he stayed on as an ambassador, and he traveled on behalf of KFC. He always wore the suit, and the suits were numbered and dated for him. This was the last suit given to him in terms of his contract.
How old was he when he died?
He was born in 1890, and he died in 1980. He was 90 years old.
He's an interesting guy. I always loved KFC. I was like raised on the stuff.
We ate Kentucky Fried Chicken at least once a week when the kids was growing up.
I loved the Colonel. He was working at a crappy gas station in Kentucky, and one day he said, let's sell some chickens. Before he knew it, he was an American icon. Talk about cooking up some damn fine chicken. Did you want to pawn it? Did you want to sell it?
I'd like to sell it. So I brought proof of my ownership of the contents of the house.
Okay. What were you looking to get out of it?
The last suit sold in an auction for $80,000. I truly believe that the suit should be worth $40,000 to $50,000.
I mean, this is my quandary with it. You got all the proof in the world that it was Colonel Sanders. The problem is figuring out how to market something like this. It's really tough. I mean, it's a really, really specialized crowd.
There are, thousands of franchises around the world. They're opening 2 KFC franchises in China a week right now.
I understand that, but it's too much of a risk. I would be too afraid to buy it. I'm glad you brought it in, but it's one of those things I'm not going to make an offer on because I have no idea what I'm going to get out of it.
I appreciate your help. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
This thing is awesome, and I'm sure it could be worth $40,000 to the right collector, but that person would have to love KFC. To everyone else, it's neat, but it's not 40 grand neat.
Earlier, I got a call from a guy selling an antique cannon. I can tell he means business because he wants to meet at the shooting range. So I'm taking Corey, Chum, and my buddy Sean to go check it out.
So this is cool. What do we got here?
I have the cannon that Higgins used in Magnum P.I.
What's Magnum P.I? Really, dude?
Magnum P.I. was a show in the 1980s. He lived in this giant house owned by some mysterious rich dude, and Higgins lived there too.
Talking about the hairy dude that always drove around the Ferrari?
Yeah. God.
Okay, I got you now. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
I called the guys down from the pawn shop today to check out my antique cannon. They always bring big bucks at the auctions. I'm looking to get 50 grand today, and the lowest at this point might be 30.
In the 1890s, let's say a guy had a 150-foot yacht, you wouldn't want to have a little toy cannon on there. It would look silly. So you have this.
So this was just used to signal people, or?
Yeah, it was never intended to shoot anything.
Okay.
This thing is awesome. You just don't see them this big because how many 200-foot yachts were there back then? Not a whole lot.
All right, so how did you get this thing?
I picked it up from another collector friend of mine.
Okay.
And I have pictures of the cannon in Magnum P.I.
Magnum P.I. was an iconic show back in the 1980s.
Rick, look at this.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's pretty damn good.
What's it like to work with Burt Reynolds?
Who?
Burt Reynolds, Magnum P.I.
I'm not Higgins. And that was Tom Selleck.
This is really unusual. I love antique guns that were used in TV shows, and Magnum P.I. was huge in the 80s. But even if collectors don't care about the TV angle, they'll love this cannon.
It was originally a muzzle loader, and Strong cut their breech on it and put it on their carriage.
If this is a Strong, they are the #1 as far as collectability for this type of a cannon.
So we got like the Cadillac of cannons here, right?
The Cadillac.
Yeah, I would say so.
Do you mind if my buddy Sean checks it out? Anything old arms, old armor, anything like that, he knows.
Sure.
Okay. It's just a couple things that I need to look at.
Things can really go wrong with a piece like this. So Sean really needs to check it out, just to make sure this thing isn't too good to be true.
This is the marking you want to see. Strong Manufacturing, New Haven, Connecticut, USA. It's kind of rubbed out, but right in between this arc and the bottom is a Federal Eagle stamp, which is synonymous with that marking.
So did they just put this apparatus on the back of it, or did they do anything else to the cannon?
Chances are they probably would have sleeved the interior just for added strength. This is a nice quality piece. It's rare because of the size, and very, very collectible because of the Strong conversion.
Okay, so what do you think it's worth?
Minimum 20,000, maybe to 40,000. The other part of it is it has provenance from being on television shows. That adds a premium, but the only place to really maximize is an auction because of the exposure. All you need are 2 people that want this item bad enough, and even if, let's say, the auction estimate is 20 to 40, they may take it to 80 or 100.
Yeah.
You know, you just never know.
Yeah.
All right, so after hearing all that, how much you want for it?
I'll tell you what. Let's breech load it up, fire it off, and then we'll talk.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's shoot it real quick. It'll be fun.
When he was saying $20,000 to $40,000, it was a low estimate. If I haven't sold these guys on this cannon yet, wait till they see it after we fire it.
Okay, guys, we gonna fire this thing?
Let's do it.
All right, load her up. Let's keep a good distance, and I don't want anybody standing directly behind the breech. If this thing were to come off, it's gonna come off straight. Being now over 100 years old, that's going to be the weakest point. All right, let's do it.
Do it up, Higgins.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire. I knew that was going to be a good one.
Oh my God! Wow! Nice.
Unbelievable how loud this thing is. I want this cannon. That was really nice. That was really cool. But let's talk some money. How much you want for it?
Can we start at 60,000?
You can start anywhere you want. Magnum P.I. is cool, but if you want cash now, 12 grand is what I'd pay you for it.
Wow.
You know,
that's pretty light. How about you get me closer to 40?
I look at it, if I pay you cash, I take all the risk, I bring it to auction.
Yeah.
What I get is what I get.
Yep. It is one of a kind.
It's rare.
There'll never be anything like it again.
But I have to look at it from a financial point of view, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you 15 grand.
I'm willing to come down to 35, and that's my minimum.
You know, it's cool, dude, but I mean, we're just not gonna be able to make a deal.
That's all right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for showing it to me. Thanks for shooting it.
That was awesome.
He made a big mistake. He could have made a ton of money. I think he's kind of looking like a dumbass.
That was a ball, guys. That was unbelievable.
That was fun.
Pizza for everyone.
Nice. We got some pizza?
Sweet, I'm starving.
I bet they're real hungry after playing around in the desert with cannons. Hey, back off, Ricky.
Back off what?
Back off the pizza. Antoine, you can have a slice. The old man always gets the last laugh. Trav, go ahead and get a slice. Don't shrug your shoulders at me. Y'all went out and shot a cannon, and I wasn't invited. I bought pizza for the crew. You ain't invited.
Well, I do.
I didn't order enough for y'all.
Well, there's still 2 slices left.
Tough. Y'all get back to work now.
He's just a bitter old man.
Sean, go order a pizza.